team in the land, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Delaware's offense will go to work first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Complete on 3rd down. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously.
There he goes!
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Blue Hens headed quickly to the line. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. He's looking to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He breaks a tackle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul. They
playmakers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions. Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Creates a little room, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Webb. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. Breaks the tackle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Takes the easy one to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. sneak. I think the defense was ready for that quarterback sneak attempt. They filled every gap and stood up the offensive line.
And you got to get such penetration really quickly. Get low, get below those offensive linemen, and just create a pile where he can't drive his feet going forward. Great job by the defense.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The give from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Blue Hens can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Finds the tight end. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. The Blue Hens want to crank the tempo. Give to the running back.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. From the gun on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Give to the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Webb. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Doug.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The give to the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. The Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Gets open down the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. Under fire. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, getting the fumble.
Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. The short hands. It's Webb. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Might be looking to run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting the score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome. They've struggled to really pull away. They are up by just 1 over Indiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Gator. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brings into the open. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
The Blue Hens racing to the line in a hurry up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Flips it out in the flat. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. The short hands, it's Webb.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining 1st half. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Blue Hens will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Florida! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Blue Hens moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense.
It's a foul on the play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He's got his man across the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Got his man down the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Blue Hens in the hurry up. To the air, it's Daniels. Finds his target down the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. Give him 6. Touchdown, Blue Hens! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 28 to Appalachian State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Webb. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's complete on the right side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's
intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Delaware. And they turn it into a defensive score.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They'll try to pass their way in. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Dingle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where,
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. This offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it. The QB didn't have one that time.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. He's got him. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man quickly. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Blue Hens are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got his man, makes the grab. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. He unleashes a long one. Complete in the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dingle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to... There he goes! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Gators just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Motion from the wideout. The play-action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Hens is tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5. The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To throw, it's Daniels. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Chip. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the complementary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. We got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Daniels. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Delaware! And the route is on.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Got it in the middle. It's Webb. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. They kick it away on fourth down. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Finds his man on the left. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. He's got it on the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.